Hey guys, welcome to the Fury Time channel. Francis Ngannou backed to exploit weaknesses of Anthony Joshua and claim shock win. Frank Warren believes Francis Ngannou can cause an upset by defeating Anthony Joshua. Queensberry promoter Frank Warren, whose prize fighter Tyson Fury came back from an early knockdown to beat Ngannou in controversial fashion in October, believes Joshua should be wary of his opponent's punch power. Speaking to the PA news agency at the launch of Queensberry's Magnificent 7 boxing card, Warren said, "Joshua's coming to this after his last fight against Otto Wallin. He will be a big favorite going in. But I know that if he gets caught under the whiskers, then this fella could cause a massive upset because he can walk. It's going to be interesting to see how he takes the fight, and to see if he fights on the outside or the inside. Ngannou's game is getting on the inside. He is a big man. He is strong. I'm interested to see what Ngannou's learned from his last fight." Francis Ngannou's coach responded to controversial Anthony Joshua claims ahead of a heavyweight fight. Former UFC heavyweight champion has made the first move in the mind games ahead of his meeting with two-time world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua. The two superstars will meet in what will be a huge fight on March 8th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, in what will be Ngannou's second fight as a professional boxer. After giving a strong account of himself in his debut against Tyson Fury in October, Ngannou is feeling confident that he can send a shockwave through the boxing world, but he is now facing an opponent in Joshua who seems back to his best with 3 successive wins in 2023. Former WBA heavyweight champion Otto Wallin recently discussed the upcoming Anthony Joshua vs Francis Ngannou boxing match and shared his opinion for the fight. Wallin last fought Joshua in the main event of the day of reckoning card in Riyadh this past December. AJ put on a spectacular performance and dominated Wallin for 5 rounds. At the end of the 5th round, the Swedish boxer's corner threw in the towel, and the fight ended with a TKO declared in favor of Joshua. Soon after their fight, it was announced that the Englishman would go up against Ngannou in a 10-round bout on March 8th in Saudi Arabia. While AJ is coming off a dominant victory, Ngannou last dropped a split decision in his boxing debut against reigning WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury last October. In an exclusive interview, Wallin spoke about the Joshua-Ngannou fight and shared his predictions. He said, "We will see, it's all about styles, and Ngannou is a strong guy, and he can punch too. He put Fury down, so Joshua has to be aware. I think it depends if Joshua comes out being aggressive, like he was with me. He might knock him out. But Ngannou is a strong guy, so it's not going to be easy." Otto Wallin on the Tyson Fury vs Francis Ngannou boxing match. In the same interview, Otto Wallin shared his thoughts on the Tyson Fury vs Francis Ngannou boxing match that went down last October. Wallin stated that he was surprised by the Cameroonian's boxing skills and praised him for holding his own against one of the greatest heavyweight pugilists of all time. As mentioned above, the two heavyweight juggernauts went up against each other in a boxing ring in October 28th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Given Fury's resume, many predicted a 12th night for the former UFC heavyweight champion. However, Ngannou surprisingly pushed Fury to his limits. The Predator scored the fight's lone knockdown in the 3rd round and dominated the Englishman in the 8th round. After the fight, the Gypsy King appeared to have taken more damage. However, Tyson Fury ultimately won via split decision. Speaking to journalists about Ngannou's impressive showing against Fury, Otto Wallin said, "You got to really give some respect to Ngannou. I think he did a really good job having almost no boxing experience, and he had to go 10 rounds with Tyson Fury. That's really a big accomplishment. I can't really believe that he did that, actually. I would have thought that he was going to get knocked out," Wallin said.